Yes, that's Don't Cry by Guns N' Roses. Now, just before we get into this lesson, remember that this song on the CD is in E flat tuning. So it's basically standard tuning, tuned down a semitone. Because if you try and play standard tuning along to the CD, it'll sound horrible. It's going to sound completely messy. But in saying that, my guitar at the moment is tuned to standard, just to make it easier to teach it and for you not to have to go down and tune everything differently for the lesson. Okay, so the lesson is in standard tuning and the CD is is half a step down. And actually tune it down half a step to E flat tuning. Alright, so other than that, let's get into a zoom in on the neck and we'll have a look at that. Okay, I want to take you through the chords first, okay, now then we can move on to the actual plucking what strings, the individual strings that have been picked there. The chords, the basic chords are A minor, D minor, G. Now what we have is a C adjusted. C adjusted is basically what it's same as a G, except you just move your first and second fingers down a string, so you move them from the fifth and the sixth string to the fourth and the fifth string. C adjusted there. Now we move what we do for the next chord is we take our second finger off and we move our first finger up onto the second fret of the fifth string. And then we're back to A minor. So the chords, A minor, D minor, G, C adjusted 9, the adjustment of the C adjusted 9, I don't know what it's called actually, but that's our fourth, fifth chord, and then we're back to the A minor. Now to go through what exactly has been played for each of them chords, right? We're starting on the A minor. We play the fifth string, holding the chord all the time, and the fourth string, and the third string, so it goes. Now the next little bit is, we'll call it the kind of streaming of the chord. It's used in the D minor and the G as well, so it's worth just getting that right. What that sounds like is, right, and that exact progression is used in the other chords as well. So it goes like this, and again. Now remember, I didn't move anything up here, just held that A chord, the A minor chord, the exact same way all the time. Next is the D. Now this is exactly the same, except for the first three notes you move them up a string, so you're going from the fourth, third, second, and then you're doing our little streaming thing. Right, so the D minor sounds like this. So the two of them all together. Now the G is slightly different in that there's an extra note put in here. So what an extra note is you play the four strings, so you play, right, so you play the sixth, the fifth, the fourth and the third. So you play the four strings. You play them kind of slightly quicker than you would for the other chord, so it goes, and then you do our regular streaming. So then the three chords from the start goes like this. Now our next little bit is a slight change, so what it is the C adjusted 9 chord. Just go from the fifth to the fourth, third string, and you do the exact same on the next chord. Third finger back onto the third fret of the fifth string, and then you pull off. So them two chords together sound like this. And you're back to the A minor then. Now, so from the start it goes like this. happens here on the G, it goes like this, goes 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, and you just stop on that little string beat, you stop on the 1st string, and then you bring your fingers up to the 6th string, and just by that you go 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th string on, or fret, excuse me, on the 6th string. Now which fingers you use doesn't really make a huge difference, as long as you have to get a little bit of vibrato there at the end. The reason it doesn't make as much difference is because each one of them, they're all picked. Right, so from the start all together.